Welcome to Orphans of the American Dream, the post-apocalyptic RPG where everybody plays alternate versions of themselves. So last we left off, we am I not loud enough?
No, I'm pointing at himself on the overlay under my name.
Oh, sure. Oh, okay. I thought you were pointing at your microphone.
Caleb as himself.
Yeah. So when we last left off, you guys met Adam's character, who you used to know, and he has amnesia, so we forgot everything.
What do you say?
Now I'm just somebody that you used to know.
I was going to make that joke.
I was going to make that joke too.
That should have been one of your aspects.
Yep, that would have worked.
No, okay. So, what we did for the last episode, we had like a clip episode where or a flashback episode where you guys as characters explained to Adam what had happened in the past between like you guys in the first season that we did offline. We weren't streaming it on Twitch. So we got like a recap episode of what happened in the quote unquote first season. It's kind of like it was just like a YouTube show, and then it became like a actual television show, like a broadcast. I don't know, like real, like with like a real station. Mm-hmm. And so you had like a recap episode of everything that happened on YouTube that only the real fans watched. That's kind of how we're handling that. So, and then there was a tornado.
It's like, we're in Nebraska, sir.
Yeah, there's a tornado and a big storm that really messed up the bus. And so that's where we left off, is you guys all like leaving the, I guess, room like the next morning, or the like substation or whatever.
The building.
You guys left the building the next morning to find the bus like damaged. So we get that little previously on for Orphans, but then I think we open up with you, David. I think let's say you're in bed and like you're asleep, and you hear some sirens, and you wake up with the start.
Yeah, I think. I'll probably go look out the window just to see what's going on.
I think you see just like cars just like revving past your house. You probably see like a fire in the distance, like over a hill or something like that. And what was that?
I look for zombies.
Yeah, you look for zombies, and you just see normal people like rushing into their house, or not rushing into their house, like rushing into their car and like gathering up supplies and that kind of a thing. And
I thought we were in America. Why are they rushing?
I guess I grabbed my phone and like check like a news app or something, just see if there's anything on there.
Yeah, I think
and, like probably shove Ruth awake, like, hey, something's going on.
I feel like what would realistically, would there be like a news thing like the world got nuked, or would it just like not be a thing? Like if like every major city in America like got nuked simultaneously, do you think there would be like news broadcasts?
I feel like there would be something, right? Because enough big cities didn't get nuked that like at least for the first several like weeks of like it happening, there would still be like power stations and stuff running. It would all start to break down pretty quickly, but like at first it would just be like, holy crap. But
I think you like you see a headline, David, that just says like we get a shot of like over your shoulder onto like the phone you're looking at, and we see a headline of like nuclear apocalypse.
Yeah. Yeah, I think his eyes go wide, and it's like, no way. Like flipping through stuff, trying to like double check it. And then I assume there's more confirmation of it. And then I'll like, make sure Ruth's awake. Like, hey, we need to go grab, the other handgun and whatever you got. We should probably head over to my parents make sure everything's okay, because like just holds his phone out. Like, I'm not really sure how much truth there is to this, but
Yeah. So I think we get like some cuts where like you guys are like on the highway or something like that, trying to get to your parents' house, and I think it gets to a point where it's just like a traffic block, and you guys just like can't get to where you're going, and so I think you like pull off on an exit, and then you hit some more traffic, and then like some of the cars in front of you get into like a fight. And we see one guy is like laying on the horn, and then he like gets out of his car and like slams on like the window of one of the cars in front of him, and is like, "Dude, just move!" And like the other guy like gets out and like points a gun at him, and somebody else in a third car gets out and shoots the guy with the gun, and it just becomes like this huge fiasco where people are like gunning out of their cars and like just fleeing the scene, or like getting involved with like this fight. Like what would you do?
I think he like jumps down like low, so he's not visible from the windshield, and like puts his hand on his shoulder, like do the same, like get down. And then I'll probably just try and keep an eye on the gunfight, and if it ends in like a second and someone's dead, then I'm not going to do anything about it. But if like it just escalates from there, then I'll wait until it looks like, no one's looking this direction specifically, and then try and get out of the car.
So I think it continues to escalate, and I think you like are like peeking up, and you see your moment.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, we need to move. Go. And like I'll jump out of and like go around the front and like wait to get to her side of the car, and then like make sure it's safe, and then dash for the side of the interstate.
Yeah. Okay. So I think
drop down a hill or whatever.
Just like get out of sight.
Yeah, like to go down the side of the road, because a lot of the interstates are like up high, and so.
Oh sure, yeah. Okay, so I think you're like trying to go, and I think you're like running through like people who are trying to run like on the street to like stores and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I think like you're going, and then at one point like somebody breaks your grip with Ruth, and you like turn and see that she's still behind you and still coming, and she's like, go, and you guys keep going. And I think at one point you turn around, and like you get up to the top of the hill and turn around, and she was behind you like a second ago, and then she isn't.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously he like probably like swears and then glances around and tries to spot where she went. She couldn't have gone far, obviously.
Yeah, so I think we just get this shot of like just like a classic shot of like back and forth between your face and like the crowd of like you scanning people's heads, and I think you see like the like fight that was going on where people were shooting and whatnot like continues to go on, and I think you see like a blonde head, and she's like confused, and somebody pulls a gun on her and shoots her, and I think in your head you think it's Ruth,
right?
And
so I think he'll pull out his pistol and like shoot once into the air, try and get people to duck their heads, and then shoot at the guy who was opening fire at the blonde girl.
Yeah, so I think everybody just kind of like panics and like just continues to run, and now they're looking at you and being like, go, like pointing at you like that he's firing and whatnot. But then like the other people who were in like the fight and trying to figure out what was going on, they kind of like duck down, and the guy that you shoot at like dives behind a car and like escapes fire. And do you like then like get closer to see if you can like pick up Ruth and like go with you?
Yeah, I want to see like who it was, confirm that it's her, obviously.
Yeah,
and I'm also hoping that by shooting in the air, she'll have seen me. If it wasn't her,
Yeah. So I think we get the shot where you go down there and you're like providing cover fire for yourself to like the guy behind the car, making sure he doesn't get up. and you like get close, and she's like lying on her face, and so you like pull her over, and right as you pull her over, you hear somebody behind you say, "David," and the camera like turns to see Ruth behind the car, like behind you, and I'm assuming you just like run to her and like take off. Yeah. Okay.
Like he probably hesitates for a second because this woman's been shot, and it's like, oh yeah, I don't have time. And then runs. Yeah.
So I think we get that shot where like you look to the body, and
so Ruth also has a gun, and so I think he like goes to leave and turns around, and he puts his gun in the woman's hand, and then runs back towards Ruth because she's just gonna, she still has the one at least, but.
Yeah, that's such a cool shot. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, yeah. So I think we get that shot, and then we kind of like zoom out as you run to grab Ruth's hand, and like you run off the side of the road again, and we like zoom out, and we get that spin of the globe again, and we zoom back in to present day, where you guys are all looking at the broken down bus.
Well, looks like we're walking.
Awesome. Yeah. We get that. What that out?
Adam just looks at him. He's like, man, that's not cool.
Like heck, we're walking. Listen, Josh can take care of this. We should probably look around, though. Make sure that there isn't anything, well, like that bear nearby.
Ah, yes, the handyman. He's got it. You got this, handyman. Looks at Josh.
And I go up to Adam and I whisper, like, do the thing where I'm like facing away from everybody else, but I'm like right next to Adam, right? And I'm just like, he does not like being called handyman. And I don't know if that's true, but I just feel like that would be a funny thing to say.
He just whispers back. He's like, noted.
And we see Josh saying, "Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? They call me Mr. Handyman."
Yeah. So Josh said something like that, but I think we kind of cut out or like. What, say it again, Adam?
This is too close to Fallout. There's so many pieces. Anyways, continue.
So I think we kind of like zoom out of the shot as tune out. That's what I'm looking for. We kind of tune out as Josh kind of gives Adam a lecture, right? Of like, this is actually what I am, and it uses his like techno jargon like aspect to him, and is explaining something in super detail of like the technical term that he actually is. And I think we follow David as he kind of starts scouting around. And David, you find like a disturbance in like an outcrop or something like that, or in like some woods. You see that there's some like bent branches and some grass, tall grass that's been like pushed down.
Okay. I'll probably wave Caleb over because he's a hunter.
Yeah. What is it?
Looks like something fat went through here. I don't know.
Well,
you might have a better idea of what that meant.
Yeah, it might just be the bear, but let's take a look.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but who knows?
Yeah, so I just bent down and, check it out.
Sniff. Taste them.
Caleb, make a roll for me.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And use your stunt.
What am I making? What roll am I making, though?
I'd assume it would be an investigate roll, right?
Right. But yeah. To track. Yeah, of course. Sounds good. Okie dokie. So I can do with lore, basically, is the idea.
Yeah.
Do you have investigate at all?
Post your stunt in the Zoom chat if you can.
Yeah, I can do that. Give me half a second.
I'm pretty sure I do.
I can do it for you if you.
Yeah, that's fine. I just.
Sorry, I was fixing the overlay.
No, you're good.
I do have investigative +1. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, I'll add one from David then.
Yeah, and your stunt is outdoorsman. Your extensive field experience helps you operate in the wild. You may roll lore instead of stealth whenever you're in the wilderness. You may also roll lore instead of investigate for tracking in those areas.
Yeah, so I got a 5.
Shoot, I didn't say what the difficulty was.
You did not.
Let's say
probably wasn't 5.
Yeah, let's say the difficulty was 3.
Perfect.
So you succeed. Caleb, you see blood.
Okay.
And I think I don't know how experienced of an outdoorsman you are of like what kind of blood it is, or like who like what blood, if it's like an animal's blood or a human's blood.
Yeah.
But I think you can tell based off of your wilderness experience, right, that this is a human's blood.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like there was a struggle,
right?
And like somebody was dragged away.
Basically, does this look like the bear attacked someone and dragged them off, or is this not a bear that made this?
This doesn't look like a bear. This looks like
the bear
humans.
was a druid.
Yeah, the bear was a druid.
Right? Yeah.
Is that what David says?
Yeah.
I look back at him and like confused for a second. I'm just like, oh, D&D. Wow. Yeah, that's been a while.
Well, I mean, they're either dead and have stuff to take, or they're alive and have stuff to take, I guess. Want to go find them?
I mean, and yeah, Connor, maybe you just
make a
real quick. Maybe you just said this and I missed it, but like, do I know if this is an animal or not? Is that what did you say?
It is not an animal.
So
it was humans
it's a
taking
big
a human.
fat guy.
I didn't say it was a fat guy. David made a joke about it being a fat guy.
That was my inexperience in tracking.
Okay, so basically, this is a group of humans that have carved a path and they're dragging someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody make a notice check to make sure that you have everybody in your party.
Whoever rolls it can add 1 from me.
I have
difficulty 2.
I have a 3 in notice.
I have 0, so not me.
Anyone else have notice?
I do. You can add 1.
Add 1 from you. David, you have notice?
I have +3, so.
Okay, which one of us wants to make it?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll add 2 from them.
Difficulties 2.
Okay, I got a 4.
Okay, Caleb, you notice there is somebody missing from your group, and it's the smallest of you.
Oh, Liz?
Liz is gone.
How big is Liz? How old is Liz? Like
12, right?
Oh,
yeah. She when you guys talked for the first time, Liz said she's like 10 or 11, and she didn't remember exactly because apocalypse and all, you don't keep track of birthdays.
Yeah, at least not as much. Yeah. I mean, I don't start freaking out or whatever, but I probably immediately look at David and then just say, Liz is gone.
Do you say it loud enough for like the group to hear, or are you trying to keep it quiet?
I say it in a normal voice, so the closest people might overhear it, but like I'm really talking to David. I'm not necessarily trying to be quiet about it though.
Yeah, I just shrug. I'm like, you remember the part where she got onto the bus after you turned the whole thing out? She's fine. She's probably hiding.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Can I make a lore investigate of the camp and see if I find any like signs of her being taken?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do it.
Perfect.
Are we in an abandoned camp, or like you talk about like our camp?
Our camp. Yeah. Basically, just we're set up next to the broken down bus. Right. That's my idea.
Well, you guys are set up inside the broken down bus.
Well, sure. Yeah, I guess
not inside the bus. Sorry, inside the building.
Yeah, I'd assume it though at this point, like we're all outside because we've been cramped in there. So yeah. But I'm generally just looking around. Exactly. Yeah. There's a decomposing bear inside.
Yeah. Didn't smell too good.
So I'll add 1 from David again. As we're kind of looking around the area. 7. Sorry, I didn't ask for the difficulty.
It definitely succeeds.
Yeah, with style.
Yeah, I think with style.
Perfect.
What was your intent exactly?
Basically just to know if like Liz was taken or not. Like if there's any obvious physical evidence of like her being dragged off or like dropping her knife or something. Like those sorts of things.
Yeah, I think specifically you find her knife, and so, I think
honestly, I think like so in terms because I got a 7 and succeeded with style, but not necessarily.
Oh yeah, decide
because I was gonna say because there isn't necessarily like anything extra I need from this. I'll just like describe this superfluously. Right, I think it's literally like I say Liz is gone, and then David says that, like, no, she's probably fine. And then I just literally, like, look at the camp and immediately see the knife, like, and it's not obvious to anyone else, but I, like, see the knife. It's, like, slightly underneath the bus, right? And I just immediately am like, nope, she was taken. And I just walk into the woods. Or I just say, like, come on. Like, it's just, like, an instant, like, Sherlock thing of the whole camp. I'm just like, yep, she's gone. And I just leave.
Adam's like, man of many words, and then he just runs after him.
I just say, the apocalypse changes you, Adam.
So this is technically Helen's kid. Are you going to tell Helen? Or do you just, like, take off?
I mean, it's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot Helen can do in this current situation. So I'm just like, let's not waste any time. Like, if we leave right now, like, we might be able to catch them, sort of a thing. Do
you like leave somebody behind that, like, knows what's going on in case they ask, where are you gone?
I can tell them and then catch up on granola.
You ride your granola steed.
I love that my dumb film Cal suggestion is what you actually named your dog.
Yeah, it was the best. It was the first thing I heard.
Every time you say that,
it was the best. I mean, it was the first thing I heard.
That's how Jared works.
So Jared, give me the scene. So you three leave, right?
Yep.
Jared, give me the scene of how you address the group and what you say.
Wait, so is Connor and all them staying behind?
Well, nobody else knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was basically just, like, talking to David, really, but, like, we were assuming, I guess, that Jared and Adam also heard.
So for sake of convenience, I'm going to say everyone's on the bus, and I come in, I'm like, crap, what's the girl's name?
Lynn or Helen?
Lynn? Not Lynn. The little girl.
Liz.
Lynn. Okay.
Lynn is the
Liz. Liz is the girl that's
you do this every time, and then you confuse me as well.
Well, you said the girl.
Yeah, not the
woman.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
I come into the bus and I'm like, yeah, apparently Liz got taken, and now the boys are running them down. So I'm gonna go join them.
Call them and tell them I have a certain specific set of skills.
I figured I'd let you guys know.
I will find you.
So no one else did.
So I think Josh is like, oh man, I'll get the bus running as soon as I can, and we'll try to chase after you guys. And then Helen, of course, is like, what? Liz is missing? And she, like, looks around and she's like, are you sure she's not just hiding somewhere?
Caleb found tracks and a sign of a tussle, I think. He kind of just left without saying anything. So I assume he found something.
And Connor, like, frowns at that and is like, he left without saying anything?
He said, Lynn's gone, and then he walked into the forest.
Connor knows me.
Okay, so Helen is like, I'm coming with you.
You see me open my mouth to talk a couple times. I'm like, that's probably not the safest idea.
And Helen is like, Liz is basically my kid. If she's missing, I have to come. And everybody's, like, silent, right? Like, everybody's, like, looking between the two of you, like, And I think Connor comes over and puts like a hand on your shoulder and is like, you should probably let her come. Better that she's coming rather than she takes off after you.
I stick up my finger. I'm like, one condition. You never leave arm's reach of me and granola. That's the one condition. No matter what happens, what you see, you do not leave my side.
I feel like Jared should make a roll on that.
Yeah,
right?
For sure. I don't know if that's rapport. Probably rapport.
It's provoke.
I mean, you're not threatening her.
Well, because if you leave, our track record, you will die. There. Does that make it provoke?
Well, what do you guys think? Because like provoke is more like.
I feel like
if you leave if you don't stay with granola and I'll kill you.
Well, I think the angle is like, if you don't stay with me and granola, we can't. I'm not responsible for whatever happens to you, right? Like, I'm gonna
Sure.
let you
I don't
die if you
I don't-
leave because I can't help you.
Yeah.
Just bring her,
okay.
bring her to me, and I'll do it.
Okay, no, I'll do a rapport. What's the difficulty?
Um.
I want her to not hate me.
To not hate you.
Well, yeah, no. If I provoke her, she's gonna be mad about it.
Oh, sure,
I
sure.
see.
But your intention is to make sure that she stays by your side
Yeah,
throughout
and
all this,
to,
no matter what.
and to not hate me.
I think it's a
Reason
difficulty
provoke.
3.
Wait, what? What? No. I'm saying the reason I'm not using provoke is because that has a negative connotation.
Yeah, no. I understand that, but your goal is to make sure she stays. Like your goal of this rapport roll is to make sure she stays by your side no matter what. And I
Yeah.
think that's a difficulty 3.
Okay. Gosh darn it. I'll spend a fate point on. I will protect the innocent.
Oh, what's
from
Okay,
everybody's,
yeah.
the scum
what's
of this
everybody's
world.
refresh and stuff? I should make sure that's on here.
That's 1, but yeah, you can get rid of
I'm
my
sorry.
leftover.
You have 2, David?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Josh has 3 refresh, and Adam also has 3 refresh.
I guess for the purposes of this session, I'll go ahead and just drag Josh's stuff down on the bottom of the map, and then just
We need a picture for Adam.
Yeah, no, that's true. I could get Carly to make one, but I'll put that.
But
that
yeah,
blank spot
I
for
spent
now.
a fate point to succeed Connor.
Yeah. Okay. And I think that makes sense narratively as well. Like, she can tell like it is very important to you, and so that helps the rapport. Like you actually mean well for her safety, and I think that makes sense.
Wait,
but
actually,
yeah.
can I spend the point on that big brain though?
No, because that's Josh's big brain, isn't it?
Well,
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be because the protect the innocent is David's, but
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's just about other people who are smart.
Mhm. I'll trust smart people and value smart people because I'm not. I'm a punchy boy.
Wait, why do we
I
have
think
a
that
really
makes a lot
intelligent
less-
deer?
What?
That big brain doe.
Oh,
really
boy.
intelligent deer.
Yeah. I think it
I'll
makes
stick
more
with the first
sense. Okay, yeah, I think that makes more sense with that first one, but okay. It doesn't really matter. So you succeed. So she gives you a sobering nod, like, I understand.
Okay, and we go outside, and I jump on Granola. I'm like, well, I stick out a hand to her. I'm like, okay.
Like Connor, you can hear Connor in the bus being like, all right, all hands on deck. We're getting this bus moving as fast as we can. And it's like, Josh, what do you need us to do? And he just kind of starts taking charge of like everybody else that's left. And then Lynn steps out of the bus as well, Jared, and like starts stretching her legs and like popping her shoulders back and like, all right. And so you put your hand out to Helen though, and they're like, jump on.
Yeah.
She's like, we're riding this.
He has a name.
Oh, right. Sorry. Granola.
Yeah, we gotta. I mean, if you want to get there in time, I figured we'd, go fast.
And she's like, that's so awesome. And she's like so excited to ride Granola because she was so interested with Granola before.
Mhm.
So she's like, this is like the Earth King riding on Appa.
Yeah.
She's like ecstatic. But then Lynn, as you start like riding, like being like, hiya with Granola,
Mhm.
Lynn starts jogging behind you guys.
How fast is she?
Probably
She's like
not
6
that
feet or something,
fast.
isn't she?
Not gigantic wolf fast.
Probably not.
Okay.
So I guess she could make like a roll here of just athletics to see if she keeps up. Jared, what do you think? Tell me what you think the difficulty would be for keeping up with Granola.
I
He does have
mean,
2 people on his back.
yeah, without 2 people, I'd say like a 7, but maybe a 4 with 2 people.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so she almost succeeds, and
You could spend a fate point.
mhm. I
Spend his fate.
think, and actually, this is totally fine because I was hoping to be able to highlight some of Lynn's
X.
aspects. So she's going to use her aspect. Oh, I gotta hit this X first before I can share it. Anything you can do, I can do better. And because she's like basically a feminist, she's like, oh, even though Jared's on granola, like I can beat him. Like I can keep up. Like she hates being looked down as like she can't do it because she's a girl, and so she keeps up even though it's like super hard.
Should I make Connor spend another fate point?
I don't really know if it's worth it.
I mean, this is the thing though. This is a very like. Oh, the issue is is this the same scene? Like,
oh yeah, I don't know. What
right, it's only really useful if it's not. It's going to deprive him of the fate points in another scene. But I feel like this is
and you're also stopping Lynn from being with you, and she could be a very valuable asset to you. So,
I know you want her there. So
no, if you just spend a fate point and say no, I don't want Lynn to be there, I'll respect that.
No. It's not that I don't want her to be there. I just want you to
exactly.
Yeah, we can. It works.
Yeah, well, you can play that game, Jared. Okay, yeah. So Lynn is quite literally sprinting behind you to keep up with Granola, and she succeeds.
All right.
Okay, so Caleb and David and Adam, tell me what you guys are like doing in the meantime. Then, so you're tracking. Caleb, do you want to make a roll to see how fast you are able to keep up with the trail here?
I mean, basically, just like to see how long it takes me to actually catch up to them.
It's like we're like the 3 Fellowship of the Ring, Legolas and Aragorn and Gimli.
Yeah.
No food, no rest.
And Caleb's like Aragorn, and then I'm like,
yeah. Cool.
Like I'm only like Legolas because he shoots things.
Right.
David, what do your gun sights see?
like scoping.
Yeah.
Go northeast.
Except we're in the woods, right? So it's like a tree, I guess.
Okay. So what does this look like then, Caleb? Or I say difficulty. I guess what's your goal? Is your goal to like just keep up with the trail, or is your goal to like make pace with them?
My intent is to get to them as quickly as possible.
Difficulty probably 5.
And this is athletics, or am I using?
I would say this is lore because
this is my tracking
or investigate. Perfect. So I think this would be Woodland's tracking because if you could see them, it's just a sprint.
Yeah,
but this isn't dependent upon your speed.
This is me using tricks.
Yeah,
that I've learned to get there faster. Yeah,
and I'm gonna not contribute to this because I want to roll for like keeping an eye out for people, and I think
got it.
It's sort of unreasonable to do both.
Hey, boom, 5.
Okay, yeah. So
that's what I'm talking about.
You're going as fast as you can.
I'll make a roll just in case anyone's stealth, and then you can just compare whatever they roll to that, if that makes sense.
So you're trying to do a notice to see if they're stealthing?
Yeah, like basically if anybody rolls stealth, this will do what they're rolling against. That's my intention.
Sure. Why don't we go ahead and make a notice roll. Okay. Wow.
Whoa, 6.
Roll. I got +3.
Dang.
Yeah. So
He really noticed.
Yeah,
He really did.
He notices. So I think David, I think you like find like this little like maybe like this little hill or like a tree that you can climb super fast. And I think like so you get like a good sight over like the trees and stuff like that. And you pick out like some like ruffian looking people, and they're dragging what looks to you like Liz. Even though it's super far away, you're assuming it is. You don't know for sure because it'd be impossible to tell from that far away. And
sniper rifle.
Oh, true. Yeah. So okay. So you can tell it's Liz then. That's not beyond human capabilities. So you can see some ruffians, and they've got Liz, and they probably have her like tied up, and like one has her like slung over his back, and they look to be going towards this like small village up in like the mountains, like in the forest, not in the mountains, in the forest.
Yeah, I'll scurry down real quick and tell them which direction I saw them, and keep looking to see if anyone's in ambush.
Keep looking and waiting in ambush. Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Well, obviously, David says they're taking the hobbits to Isengard, and then
I'm assuming you don't say that, David. Okay. Yeah. Good. So, I think with those rolls, then, I mean, we just kind of jump cut to where you guys are at the village, right? And I'm assuming Jared, you and Helen and Lynn probably catch up as they're getting to the village. I think you okay. So I think we get this scene, unless you guys are trying to do it differently, you guys just kind of walk in, right? You're not trying to like stealth into this village.
Yeah, stealth's not really my thing.
I guess not. I don't know.
Should some of us stealth and some of us go in?
That's fair.
Like,
honestly,
I feel like Tansy and David are much more effective.
So I was gonna say, honestly, yeah, Adam might be a good distraction, right? If he goes in by himself, and then I sneak up, and then David sets up position as a sniper to like help Adam if something goes really wrong.
He's like, I got this, guys. So,
right? Like, I feel like that's a good idea.
All right, I want this scene so bad. Okay, perfect.
Caleb, you like tell me like, all right, you go out there and we'll sneak around. He's like, I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I mean, do you want our stealth rolls first then?
Yeah. Why don't you make the stealth rolls first? Jared, where are you positioning?
I don't know.
Oh, and Adam, I'm assuming you have Gabby with you then?
She probably stays with you guys because she's
So is she staying with the bus or
like what?
Is she staying with the bus or is she staying with the people who are stealthing?
Yeah, I'm saying she's staying with like you guys. She's staying with like the stealth team.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. I won't make you roll for that. I feel like that'd be silly to make you roll for Gabby's stealth and not your own. I feel like that's
just following them. So
yeah. I don't think it matters. So
could I roll to create an aspect?
Advantage, yes.
Advantage,
which would be a situational aspect.
There is one of those like what are those trees that like drape down have really long leaves?
Willow trees?
I'm gonna say that there's a willow tree kind of near the village that me, Granola, and Helen can hide under. Because I don't really have any ranged options. So somewhere within riding Granola in distance. And I'd say maybe that would be notice. Or I don't know how creating an advantage works.
Yeah, so you could roll notice to create an advantage. You would still have to roll stealth, but
yeah,
you'd be able to use that.
Yeah.
Okay.
My stealth is very good.
Right. Yeah. And I'm not gonna make you roll for like Helen and Lynn and that kind of a thing. I think if you succeed on the stealth, you succeed, and if you fail, they fail with you.
What's the difficulty for the advantage?
To say there's a willow tree in this forest village, probably a 2.
Is he rolling for stealth right now?
No, he's rolling notice to create an advantage to say that there's a willow tree in this city.
Well, I was gonna say like if I rolled like to like gain attention, couldn't that like give him an advantage?
Oh, that's true. Why don't we have Adam roll first and could give you guys all of the advantage of distraction?
That's fair.
And then Jared, you can still roll that notice as another advantage.
Caleb,
and then
can you add your notice to mine?
What would I do? Would I roll for like deceive or something? Or
Adam, it's up to you. In all reality, you could roll contacts if you wanted to.
It's just however you describe the scene. You just have to describe whatever you're doing in a way to get the
right
thing you want.
Yeah.
What can I use contacts as? Because can I just say like maybe people like recognize me or something, or is that not kind of like
you could create an advantage that these were people like from your old group. That would be interesting. Or some of them, or
yeah,
a group, right?
Yeah, you had a colony. You could say that these were like some people that used to be a part of your colony and then like left the colony on good terms with you.
Yeah, it's like walking. It's like, hey, Jimmy, Bobby, how's the wife? And I'm just kind of like scrolling through, like super, like cocky. Yeah,
well,
I'm gonna try.
Remember, you wouldn't know their names.
I'm just saying names. I'm not actually calling them by. I'm just like basically saying names, even though I'm just making them up. Like I'm making them up as I'm making them up now.
Sure, yeah. But so you'd be rolling contacts and saying like, I know these people, or I guess how would this look mechanically, Caleb and David? Would he have to roll contacts as an advantage first, and then?
I think it would be whether or not they know me, not necessarily. I know them just from like I've seen them before, and they probably know me, but I can't remember, kind of thing.
Sure.
So can I? Yeah, I'm gonna roll like contacts is like kind of like.
So the distraction is you walk into the village and these people know you, and so everybody's like, "Oh, it's Adam."
Or some of them know me, so it's just like, "Oh, it's that guy." It's not like some person who's up to trouble or something like that. It's just some of them know me. Oh, it's just that guy. It's nothing. But like they notice me.
Yeah, no one's gonna attack him.
Threatened by they're threatened by me or try to attack me. Yeah, and then do you have to use a fate to use an aspect, or if it applies, you could just use it?
You'd have to spend a fate point to invoke an aspect, but if you're just going to roll contact, you can roll it first to see if you succeed, and then if you fail, you can spend a fate point to get bonuses from your aspects. In this situation, because this is a village in the middle of nowhere, I think it's a 4 difficulty.
Okay, so just roll first.
Yeah.
Wow. Apparently nobody remembers me.
Yeah.
Or they do remember you and they hate you.
Oh,
yeah. That could be the other thing.
Yep.
So
more realistic than them being like, "Hey, how's it going, Adam?" They're just like, "Oh my goodness, it's him."
Yeah. So you could, if you don't want to spend any fate points, you could say that that's it, and we could play that scene out. I mean, you're still technically succeeding at distracting them, but it's just in a bad way. Like you're getting the brunt of the
goes. Yeah.
We also wouldn't get an advantage from it, Connor.
No. Yeah.
You'd get. No. I think you get a free invoke.
I get a free invoke against Adam, I think, because he failed the crit advantage.
I believe so.
Yep.
Especially if you failed by 3.
Yeah, it's basically a negative aspect at that point. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So if you want to do that, you can, but you could also spend fate points on things to.
You'd have to spend
make that a success. You just have to spend 2, or you could spend 1 to re-roll and hope that it's a higher score, which it's most likely will be because you had a -2 roll, and then the average is a 0.
Wow. What do you think? I kind of think it'd be funny just to go with it.
Yeah, if you want to save your fate points and just go for it, then absolutely.
I want to save it for a different time. I'm just gonna.
Sure, yeah.
I feel like this would happen to him, but then like when the bigger situation comes out, then I'll start using like a lot of fate points when it's like bad situation, because I think that my aspects will come into handy.
Yeah. So give me the scene. So you walk into town, and how are you? Are you just being like, "Hey, Jim, what's up,
like,
Bob?
Hey, how's it going, man?" Like, like good old times kind of thing. But he's just like making up stuff. He's like, and everyone just kind of like glaring at him.
Yeah.
And he's just going with. He's not even paying attention. He's like, "Hey, how's it going? I'm back. What's up, everybody? It's me." And yeah, that's pretty much. He just keeps doing that. He's just smiling, just kind of walking through, like, and he can kind of sense that it's not going to go well, but he's just like, you know what? Let's just do it.
So yeah,
he knows it's to gain attention.
I think we're going to call this aspect. I don't know why that happened like that. I think we're going to call this aspect. Center of bad attention. That's about as clever as I can make it at this point. Center of bad. Oh, why did it just disappear? Oh, okay, we're good. Center of bad attention. We'll move this one away. So I think we just like this. Go ahead.
No, I unintentionally like followed a lot of these aspects, like overconfident amnesiac. Yeah, I should be the center of attention. Like already doing things just by walking out there.
Yeah, I'll just say that I knew of that aspect, and that's why it's such a clever play on words. Is you're the center of attention, but you're the center of bad attention. I'm glad you told me your aspect there. That really helped me. No, okay, so you walk in, and I think like you're trying to do like bro shakes with people, right? You're trying to like do that kind of a thing, and people are just like no, and kind of like pushing you like away, and like
Han Solo's always kind of like bad reputation, but he like is always like, "Hey guys, come on, we're all friends here."
Yeah, and I think we get this scene where eventually you're in the like center of the village, and you're like turning side to side, like guys, and everybody like we get this shot of like some of the guys being like, and being like, "All right, let's go," like it's you, and I think one of them stands out. And he's got long red hair, and he's got like an axe. He's been chopping wood. He's like a super buff guy, and I think he like walks over to you with the axe and like puts it over his shoulder, and he's like, "You've got some nerve coming back here, Adam."
It's like, "Hey, man, it's good to see you again. Sorry about the last time we met." And he's just saying that because he's like, "What did I do? I don't know."
So Adam, do you want to tell me what you did to these people, of why they're mad at you, or do you want me to just go with it and make it up?
I think he stole something.
Okay.
He stole something that meant a lot to them or something.
Was this something that Adam did or Amnesiac Adam did?
Amnesiac Adam. Like I think it's probably at least like a couple months since or probably like it's been a year, right, since that all happened.
Since you had amnesia?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, something like that.
I think it was probably like, it probably happened like 3 months after or something like that. So it's probably been about 4 or 5 months that he's been like this. So yeah. I think stole like, trying to think of something that like meant a lot to the town or something or.
So did Adam so Amnesiac Adam did this? Does he remember as he gets into the middle of this village, like, "Oh, I was here," or does Amnesiac Adam like not remember things that he did like 2 months ago?
I think he just kind of forgets what happens after a certain amount of time. It's just kind of like whatever, like because he doesn't want to remember the past, so he just kind of forgets about it.
So do we have this moment where he does remember, or not really? Is he just still like vague? Like
he's kind of remembered, but he doesn't really remember what he did. He knows that he kind of had, and he's like, I can't really remember what it was. It wasn't really to remember.
Okay, sure, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I think Lumberjack Man's like, do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
He's like, no.
And I think he gets just like this belly laugh, right? He's like, and then he
kind of like looks around. He's like, yeah. He's just like laughing along.
yeah, and then he like goes all straight faced again, and it's like, you stole my wife's wedding ring.
Oh yeah. I'm real sorry about that. I got it right here. And he kind of like goes in his bag and is like fumbling around, like he's trying to like. I would assume he probably doesn't have it, but he's like pretending like he does. Oh, I must have dropped it. But I can get you a bigger one.
And he's like, really?
Yeah, huge one, big diamond, gold, everything. It's yours.
I think he headbutts you. So I think he's going to make a fight roll, and you can make athletics or fight in defense. But I think this guy headbutts you.
I'm going to do athletics.
All right, so he got a 4.
Anyways, but like, I think that's probably. Oh my goodness.
A good old 0.
I think he just like hurt me pretty bad.
Okay, well, and you can spend fate points here too to minimize the damage if you wanted to.
Thank you, Jared, for your drawing of Adam. I appreciate it. Really captures his essence.
We didn't have one, so I figured that'd help.
That's perfect.
Nice. I feel I kind of I'm gonna spend a fate point.
Okay, sure.
To re-roll. Probably. If you invoke an aspect, does that give you a +1?
If you invoke an aspect, you either can re-roll what you rolled, or you get a +2.
+2.
Mm-hmm. Or you can like make up a narrative thing of the scene, but I don't think that's what you want to do here.
Can I just try and invoke like luckiest man alive? He kind of like hits on the ground and he like lands on his bag or something, but he just kind of was like or maybe kind of like hits him like in a certain place that's not gonna like give him a concussion. It just kind of like hit him like on the cheek or something, or can you? Is that not gonna?
How about no? That makes sense. How about this though? How about you trip before he headbutts you, and you just like fall backwards on your own?
Yeah, he like moves his head, and I kind of like react and then fall over.
Yeah. I think that makes more sense if you're down with that.
Okay, yeah. So I spend a fate point. Okay.
So you're going to re-roll then, or just have a +2? If you just have a +2, you take 2 shifts of damage, but you can just put that under stress. You don't have to take a consequence, and the stress will disappear after the end of this scene.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
What is it? Do I fill it in? Okay, yeah.
Yep. So he headbutts you, but he doesn't headbutt you, and you fall to the ground, and they're like, "Whew, that was a close one." So and everybody else in the scene, do you guys like react?
I'd probably wait a second to see where it's going.
I mean, that's the thing. I feel like we should now make our rolls to see how well we set up ourselves. Right?
Sure, yeah.
So I would have been like sneaking into the camp. Basically sneaking into the camp and then trying to like find Liz, right? We're like, well, while he's distracting everybody, I'm just like going into the back of tents, ripping them open, taking a knife, ripping open the canvas, and then just saying, Liz, you in here, that sort of thing, right? So I guess, and then we're in a forest. So can I make my stealth roll with lore?
I think so.
Okay, whew, perfect.
There are enough trees.
Wait, Connor, I have a question.
I'll justify it. Yeah.
Can you roll rapport to get people to like not be mad at you, or just kind of to like you, or is it more to like? It says like it's like to adhere to like empathy. Can it just be to get people to sort of like you, or
yeah, it's like using positive emotions to get people to do it.
Yeah, and
just noted. I wanted to be able to use that eventually because I kind of wanted him to do that. I want him to be like kind of talk his way out of things and be like, come on, we're all friends here. Kind of just try to talk his way out of something and convince people that way. Not necessarily deceptively, just kind of positive. Hey, brother. I don't know. I was just wondering.
Yeah, and it would just depend on the difficulty for the situation. So like you can still roll rapport even though this guy like wants to beat you up, but the difficulty would just be harder.
Okay, yeah.
Than it would be if like the guy just like was annoyed by you or something like that. So,
what's the difficulty, Connor, for stealth?
I think a 3.
Okay. Boom, 4.
Okay.
Great. So my intent is to be, have stealth into the camp, and do I have to roll something else to actually find Liz?
I think that would probably just be a flat investigate because you're looking in like tents, in log cabins or whatever else is here.
Actually, terrible at investigate. So
looking intense.
Yeah, looking intense, and you're looking intense while you do it.
Intensely intense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does David want to make his roll to like?
Yeah, so I want to like, if I'm doing a sniper thing, I still want to get up in a tree. So I'm rolling athletics for mine, I assume.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sick.
And this is for an advantage, correct? Creating one?
Technically, yes, I think so.
Yeah, like basically just finding a
good sniper position.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, did I not get one of those?
I think you were about to
no,
roll,
you did.
I decided to have Adam and stuff, didn't you? Unless I missed something.
Our
flashback. Yeah,
session.
what did you get?
I don't remember.
Oh, right.
Did we not have you roll for it? I think we did.
No, I think we did. I just don't think we put it on there. Did you put it in your situation aspects, Jared? No, you didn't.
No.
You should have.
Do I have that on my house?
Yeah, what was it?
I think it was rapport.
Sacrificed, right? Or whatever. Yeah, that's what it was. Because you were trying to be like, I took the bullet for you guys once and I wanted to do it again kind of thing. I'm pretty sure that was the whole concept.
Yeah.
And then you rolled.
And I think you succeeded. You rolled a 3. It looks like that was the last roll we did, which I think is right.
Yeah, because it was the last flashback.
Yeah. And you got a 3, and I'm assuming you succeeded because I'm assuming even if you had failed, you used fate points because it's the end of the session. So,
if you'd had the difficulty be 3, then he just got a boost instead. That might be why there isn't one. Because when you tie on a create advantage, you get a boost.
No, I think he succeeded though, because he had a fate point, so he would have spent it if he had failed. Yeah. I think we just didn't name it or say what it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, exactly. we should name it now because he should have a
yeah. So think about that, Jared. While David, you make your roll then of like what you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you succeed, David.
Sweet.
Okay, thanks. I'll write a thing.
And then it would be Jared's. So Jared, do you want help figuring out what you want to call it?
Sure.
You want to call it just like Guardian or something like that?
The Last Guardian.
Last Guardian, yeah.
Or the 12th Guardian of the Last Serpentis.
Yep.
That's funny. Did David get his advantage for his tree?
I was gonna put it up there.
Okay.
Well, you're actually calling it the Last Guardian. Why are you the Last Guardian?
No.
Because everyone else is evil.
Guardian of the Galaxy.
Sure.
The 374th
You're-
Guardian of the Orb of
you-
Shibalba?
You see yourself as the Last Guardian? Or do you want people to see you as the Last Guardian? Or maybe the last line of defense? Or first line of defense?
You're
Yeah.
muted if you're...
The first Guardian?
Okay, yeah. No,
Am I muted?
no, never mind. You just weren't saying it loud enough, I think.
Oh. Yeah. Any of those.
Last line of defense. It's probably good.
Okay, sure, yeah.
I like your
I
aspect,
don't really
David.
understand that, but
David and his rifle sitting in a tree. KISS. No, KILLING.
yes.
I didn't even see that you'd written it there, and
That's
I had
amazing.
already said it. Yeah.
That is the best. The best thing we could have asked for.
Nice.
Oh, that's perfect.
This is why I
Okay.
love Fate. Is that
Can I do my
Yeah.
advantage for the tree?
What?
The tree. So
Yeah,
No,
so you're rolling
right,
for that.
yeah.
So you'd be rolling.
Oh, it was notice right
notice.
to find the tree.
Yeah.
It seems like I cannot
So I'd
help
say
you.
I think I said difficulty 2 because it was in the middle of a forest.
0 to 0 doesn't matter.
So do you want to spend your fate point on that, Jared, or?
Your
I mean, you'd
last
just be
fate point.
spending a fate point for a free invocation. I don't know if it'd be worth it.
but they're just gonna notice me.
Yeah, you'd-
Right.
it'd be like a
this is-
negative
this is
invoke.
you rolling to notice a tree so far. I mean, you can still make a stealth roll, right?
Don't you?
Yeah,
Have to
you
fail-
just failed. I don't know if you get a negative, or do I
You,
get a
you
negative?
can choose, actually.
I
Yeah.
thought it was if it was 3, he got a.
No, that's for it's just for failing. I don't think there's like a failing the style kind of thing. I don't think that's
Oh.
usually how it works.
Okay, yeah, screw it. I'll use the fate.
There is when you're... No, you're right. Yeah, there isn't.
It would just be that somebody else succeeded with style on their roll.
Yeah.
So-
I was thinking about like defense, but yeah, that's their role.
Right.
Add it.
Okay, sure.
So there is
Um,
no willow tree.
But there
But
is
no,
the-
Yeah.
I spent
Oh, you spent it? Okay, sorry.
Oh, you did. All right. Okay, so you spent the fate point, so there is a willow tree, and so you get a free invoke on that, then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll add it on my thingy.
Okay, sure. So then go ahead and make your stealth roll. Then I think that's
Where
important
are
for
they
you to make.
stealthing exactly?
Who?
Jira and them.
Oh, where are they?
Yeah.
Well, that's up to Jared. Where you want the willow tree to be?
think the
Kind of
points wanted
close
to be
to the
close.
where Adam is,
Oh, like the perimeter of the camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
and I'm
Yeah,
just
so go ahead
chilling
and-
on granola with Helen.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Lynn's like panting behind you,
Yeah.
but like trying to pretend like she's not.
So
Tired.
what is the stealth?
Such a weird sentence.
For chat, granola is a giant radioactive dog that Jared rides. Someone just
The
popped in.
character from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's important to. I'm riding granola. What?
I realized that sentence did not make any sense.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll
What's the
stealth
difficulty?
then, Jared. Probably a 3 because that's what Caleb's was.
But he's actually in the village, snooping around houses.
Well, the stealth roll was to get close to the camp and not get
Okay.
seen.
Holy. Okay.
California, my dude. So you
Nice.
got a 4. Okay. So you're
That's
just chilling under the bough of the willow tree.
Waiting for Adam to get attacked.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I never made a stealth roll. It was like just getting to the place unseen was the whole point.
Well,
I just assumed-
so I figured that you were far enough away. You
Yeah.
didn't need to make a stealth roll.
that was my assumption too. But all right.
Okay. Yeah. Just keep. You're an honest player, David. I appreciate that. Okay. So does anybody want to make another move then, or are we? 'Cause
I'd
that's what
probably
you
just
did while.
Wait for Adam to either escalate or de-escalate.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Adam, what do you do? So he just headbutted you onto the ground, but he didn't actually headbutt you. He just tripped and fell. What do you do then? Are you going to try to like talk your way out of this? Are you going to like pull a gun on him, or?
That's definitely what he's going to try and do. I think he just starts laughing, but like I think he laughs like really loudly. He's just like, "Oh, great times. I can recall them all. You know, I've met guys like you before." And he just starts like trying to like monologue, and he's just kind of like while he's talking, he's like looking around to see where everybody is. He's like, okay. He's like, you know, perhaps you deserve to be stolen from because you probably stole a lot from other people. I mean, I followed you here because I thought you kidnapped somebody. Perhaps I shouldn't have said that. But I was probably right. There's probably some people kidnapped here, or you probably stole that ring from somebody else or off a corpse or something like that. And I simply stole it back to give it back to the people. Consider me a Robin Hood, if you will.
So what's your goal here, Adam?
I think he's just kind of like just waiting for the right time. He's kind of just like randomly talking, but like looking where everybody is. Like he's like, where is it? Why aren't they attacking? I think he's just like expecting them to just bust out.
So why don't you roll provoke to signal the people outside the camp that you want them to converge?
Yeah, I think he's just like speaking loudly, like, they're about to attack me. Hello, but he's just trying not to say that.
And wow, I hate blueberries, don't you? I said I hate blueberries.
I don't think now is the time to start a fight.
I smell blueberry muffins, and does it give me a vision?
No, it does not. It never does, Jared. So, Adam, you definitely fail.
We all think he's A-okay. Like, wow, he has a handle on this situation. I didn't think this was going to go this well.
I think Adam is such a strange character to you guys that you think this is all part of the plan.
Fair.
You know what I mean? Like he's just saying nonsense, and y'all think that he's
and I probably hear him, and I'm just like, good job, Adam. Just keep stalling them, and I'm just like, OSHA looking through all the tents.
Okay. Can I? Let's see. Can I? I'm trying to think of like. Can he? Can I invoke an aspect to give me an advantage? I want to see, like, I don't know if I want to notice if there's something that I can like cause to kind of escalate the situation. So I look around for like something that could possibly blow up, like not even near me, but just kind of like a distraction somewhere else. Can I spend a fed point to like give myself an advantage to shoot something?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do the luckiest man alive, and I'm going to give myself an edge and spend a fate point to do that. And I think he's like, what?
So you're making a narrative statement about the situation.
Yeah, like there's a barrel like probably like 20 feet away, like outside the circle, not necessarily like. And I think he just sees it, and he's just like, oh, for goodness sake. And he just takes out his gun and tries to shoot it because he's like trying to give the signal, but there's nobody's listening. So he's just going to like escalate it right now. So he just aims for the barrel, and he just tries to shoot it to cause like, like to escalate the situation just so that.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Something.
Okay. So I think this is what happens first though, because you tried to do that and you failed. I think the guy is going to try to attack you with his axe as like his next move. I think he tries to just like chop you up while you're on the ground. What's that?
Don't have to roll to shoot it.
Yes, but I think the provoke roll was like what you were doing, and this is his response to what you're doing. And then after this resolves, you can roll to shoot the barrel or whatever it is. So I think just be same stat. Okay, so another 4. So you can roll either. It depends on what you like, are you dodging? Are you trying to like grab his axe and like roll fight to defend?
I'm gonna try and dodge it with athletics.
Sure.
I feel like I should probably. Can I? I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use my other fate point. Honestly.
Well, you don't have to use it yet. You can roll first.
I wanted to roll for athletics, but I wanted to. Okay. I guess I'll roll for athletics first. Like I said, I only had 2, so.
Ay. You're not been rolling very good.
No.
But you also haven't been using your best skills. You got a +2 on athletics. So yeah. So as of right now, you're taking 3 shifts of damage. Which, if you have a 3 stress box, I don't know if you do or not.
No.
Adam, you have 0 physique.
Oh geez, yeah.
That's a moderate consequence.
No, he could take 1 physical stress and then a
1 mild
consequence because it's 3 shifts. But you could also spend your fate points to help you with this roll, get a +2 on something.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend my other fate point. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna invoke Luckiest Man Alive again, just so I don't like die.
Well, tell me why it's
yeah. I think when he swings, I think that like it like hits his bag or something like that. Like he's kind of like holding his bag because he was like fumbling it around and he was holding it.
Oh,
and
sure.
And it like hits his bag and knocks him out. So it still kind of hits him, but it doesn't like miss him or anything. So more kind of like and that that was.
Yeah, so with that, you wouldn't take any shifts of a consequence. You could just put it on your 1 physical stress. So then you could say it hits the bag and doesn't hurt you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to do that? So you're at 3. So then you just take the 1 physical stress. So you have to fill in that box. But then you can go ahead and roll as a react and be like, oh, whatever, and shoot the barrel.
Yeah, I think he's on the ground. He's like, "Oh, come on!" I used 1, so I have 1 left. I used 2, and then I'm going to. I guess no, I did use that for the. Do you start out with 3 fate point or?
You do because you have
do.
3. Or no, I think you have 4 refresh. In which case, you started out with 4 fate points, so you should still have 1 left right now.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna roll for.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
6. Dang.
You got a +3 on your roll, or +2, I think. Yeah. That's intense. So, what's your goal with this shot? Do you want to? Are you attacking somebody in particular? Is this what's your
trying to like? I don't know how to explain that. I kept saying, to like escalate the situation. So I'm just kind of like, obviously that would be the signal if I just start shooting, blow up something. I think he's just like
trying to get their attention.
Oh, come on. And then all of a sudden he knocks him down. He's just like, he's like, maybe they'll get this idea. And then he just shoots it and it probably like blows up and kind of knocks everyone down. Doesn't, might probably kill like 2 people, but they're like off to the side. And that kind of like everybody just like gets down because they don't know what it was. They don't know what else.
So I would say if the goal was just to get people's attention, I would say it's like a difficulty 2. In which case you succeed with style, and you can say it takes out a couple of goons on the side there of like.
Yeah, it was basically attention. I would say that's all it was. It was kind of just, to get everyone off his back, because he's probably surrounded, so he's just kind of like cause a scene, and everything's kind of goes chaotic. And then I'm assuming that everyone would kind of come in at this point, like, okay, he's firing, that's the signal kind of thing.
Yeah, okay, sure.
It'd be pretty obvious once they start blowing stuff up and start fighting people. That's kind of what he was thinking, just kind of like he's just trying to cause attention and make something happen, essentially.
Can I make a roll right before that's happening to like for my actual investigation of like
go ahead.
Just so we know how far I am along with that.
Yeah. So if you're gonna find Liz, I would say the difficulty is 4. If that's your goal, is to figure out
Yeah.
if Liz is in the camp or not.
All right. I'm going to hope for luck and spend a lot of fate points. All right.
Oh, wow.
Well, I can spend 2 fate points in this.
Okay, sure.
Let's see. Others are needed to rebuild the world, right? Like, we need children. We need even children like Liz. So spend that one. And then if there needs to be a sacrifice, it must be me, because I'm at this point, I think I'm not worrying about I'm not worrying about stealth at this point. And I'm like, listen, Liz needs to get out of here alive. And so I'm going to like up my investigation and downgrade my stealth.
Or like invocation, or
say that again, Adam.
Do you use a fate point like per invocation, or can you like you spend a fate point to invoke several things?
You get it. Say, what are you going to say, Connor?
Well, no. So you spend 1 fate point to invoke one aspect, which gives you which you can do one thing with, and then you spend another fate point to invoke a different aspect, which you can do one thing with.
Caleb?
Say it again, Adam.
Are you spending 2 fate points then?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure. I remember like forking in stuff, so I'm trying to like.
Oh yeah.
To
get +4 basically all in total, right?
So he's getting a +2 from each of the fate points he's spending from each of the aspects.
So then that makes it a 4. So.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Sure. So basically, in the time that Adam gave you, you're able to look in like every conceivable place to see if Liz is in the camp, and she is not in the camp.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not good.
Well, it might also might be good because it seems like there's a combat that's about to start.
I mean, yeah, that's fair, but okay. I mean, do we want to just take a break there?
I don't think so.
Because like it sounds like it's going to start a bigger thing, and it's been like an hour and a half.
Yeah. Give me 1 second here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys do like a break halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
I like how like in the scheme of things, it's like 20 minutes ago we were just like in the camp, and then we're like just chilling, and then we just walked the camp. Now everything's chaotic. Just blew everything up. Blame me. That's probably what he wants to do. He wants to be the center of attention, just blow stuff up.
Adam, why do you have a little girl in your extras?
He wrote little girl, but it's supposed to be
that we should have rewrote that.
It's not a little girl.
Okay.
I think Caleb thought I was talking about like a little girl. I just said a girl, so
okay.
Yeah. That's Gabby.
Okay.
Is the woman he has with him. So I think we can take it in like 10 minutes here.
Okay. Yeah.
But she hasn't said anything back yet. So here's what I want to do with this then. And I forgot to mention, Gabby is also underneath the tree with you, Jared.
Oh.
So I think we get the scene, right, where Adam shoots the barrel and it explodes and it takes out a couple of people. And I think the main guy with like the axe over his shoulder, I think it's stuck in your backpack. And he like pulls it out, and he like looks around, and it's just like things are on fire. And I think he kind of like runs off to his tent, and it's like name Dina, and he like runs over to like what you expect is like his house. But I think we want to let's start the initiative here, and we'll take a break right at the beginning here. I think that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like stalling kind of.
No, you're good.
Okay.
So there you go. We should have everybody in there now.
And you can put Lynn in the combat, but I don't think Helen or Gabby will join. But you could I think you can put them in the turn order in case they want to do something non-combative. So Helen has I never associated her skills. We'll just say she is probably. I mean, she probably uses notice. She's doctorate. So let's say she has a 2, and Lynn has a 0.
She'll probably just be assisting me, correct? Since we're both on granola.
What are the numbers?
Basically, is your notice skill. Is your turn order in combat, or determines your turn order in combat.
I think it'd just be easier if she gave me a static +1 instead of having a whole turn for her, unless you wanted to do that.
Well, I don't think she's helping you with combat. I think it's the point there is she's not fighting anybody. She might do something else, or she might not. It's kind of like in like XCOM 2, where you have like the VIPs. Well, not relevant then. But yeah, she won't do anything combative wise, but it might be important to have her in the turn order. Okay, so Jared or Caleb, then you start, right?
Yes.
Tell me, what do you do?
Well, real quick, I mean, what did you say Gabby's notice was?
Well, she is Adam.
Oh, she's an extra.
Like she's on, she's an extra on Adam's character sheet. So
then what about like the enemies? They need to be on.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Readers.
Dang, it would be nice to take a break here, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Incredibles. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, but then it like cuts out and then it goes to break. We all get like in position, like fighting. We were all like, Avengers Assemble kind of thing.
Should there be, are all of them on the same initiative? Are they all mooks or are there?
Let's say there are, what did you say, mooks?
Mooks, yeah.
Let's say there are 20 of them. And I'll give you a couple of, there's the guy with the axe.
Okay.
And
axe dude.
I'll give you a hunter.
Hunter.
And
wow, way to just assume they're the kidnappers. I thought you couldn't find.
Well,
wait, kidnapping? Who are you talking about?
Yeah, just to clarify, Caleb brought the kidnappers, not me. I said mooks.
Wow. Okay, so this is the thing. I tracked them here, though. Come on.
Yeah, you're right. I did. That's kind of. I kind of already accused them, like to her face, that they kidnapped.
Come on, we're operating on this assumption, wrong or not.
So, and I'll give you a hunter, and I'll give you a scavenger, like some of the key people in this town that stand out. I think the hunter is going to be a 3 notice, scavenger a 2, and axe dude a 1.
Makes sense.
Split them up there, and the mooks can just be at 0.
Yep, there you go. Final count then.
But I'll still let you go first, Skip.
Okay.
Final countdown.
Okay, so if I've basically ruled out the fact that she's here.
Well, here's my thing, Caleb. I'm going to compel.
Yeah.
I'm going to compel others are needed to rebuild the world.
Okay. You
don't want to kill these people unless you know for sure they did something wrong.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I want to compel you to try to de-escalate the situation.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, how close am I to where Adam is?
Let's say, let's make some zones.
Am I in the same zone?
I would say you are.
Okay, so if we got, what's the shape of the camp?
A circle, right? Like edge of tree line kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So draw a circle and put a line in down the middle and then across, and we'll divide it into 4 sectors. I don't know how to do that.
Say that again.
So just put a line like across, and like a vertical line and a horizontal line.
Okay.
And let's put you in the bottom left quadrant.
Oh, that's what? Trying to draw this line. Boom. Okay, there you go. So I'm in the bottom left.
Yeah. And then we can say David is up in this purple box up here.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. That's so much better. I need to delete this little purple box. There we go. Okay. So
where are we then? So I can put tokens there.
You and Adam. We don't have a.
We don't have a token for Adam. Yeah.
We can use Josh's. Yeah, use Josh's. Are in this quadrant here, and then Jared. Which quadrant do you want to be in?
I'm in the same zone. You said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's the gate?
There is no gate because this is just in the middle of the forest.
Okay. Well, like right here, I guess.
Okay, sure.
Nope. Made that a lot better.
So what do you want to do then, Gil?
Where's everybody else? Oh, you filling them in right now?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, I guess I just run forward. Like I just, I'm behind a tent somewhere, or in a tent probably, because I just found that she's not there, and so I just burst. Oh, I wonder if I could pull off some sort of acting thing. Where like I burst from the tent and try to like give everybody like orders or something.
Wait, what?
No, like I come out of the tent like I'm part of the camp.
Oh, okay.
Right, because if I'm in it, I've just like slit the back open of this tent and then gone inside, right, to like look for her, and so I just walk out of the front. Can I real quick before I go out of the tent? Can I look around the tent real quick and like? Can my roll for? I guess real quick. What do I see in this tent? I'm thinking of like something that, right, like I could put on to fit in better.
Why don't you make a roll?
I was hoping you wouldn't say that because that means that's my roll for this round. Okay, sounds good. Create an advantage. What am I doing? Notice.
Hey,
How many feet?
I think it's probably investigate. Or no, I guess this is like a quick thing.
Yeah,
right?
this isn't me like
scanning the
trying
room.
to. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, notice.
Okay, what's the difficulty?
To find like a uniform or something.
Basically, something that I could put on that would give me an advantage if I was going to walk out of this and pretend I was one of them.
I don't know exactly what that is, but I think the roll will decide what it is. So let's go with a 2.
Got it. Okay, well. Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I spend my last fate point on this?
No, don't do it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Is this? Yeah, I mean, I assume I don't get a negative aspect from this.
Oh, you do.
What?
Well, somebody notices that you're inside,
Crap.
and your position is revealed. And I think some people, some of the mooks are barring you inside the tent.
Dang.
Wait, did you roll for
not
notice
barring you, but like they're in the doorway now.
Yeah.
And so they're like,
yeah, I rolled for notice, Adam.
you.
I rolled for notice, Adam, to see if I could like find something in the tent that would like help me pretend I was one of them. Yeah.
All of that. I just thought you were rolling for deceive.
Oh no, yeah.
Is that something I can create an aspect about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what that would be.
So center of bad attention, tent of bad attention. Yeah. Do I get a free invoke on both of those?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Okay, so that's the situation then.
Yep. That's fun.
So then it's David's turn.
Caleb, I don't know why you tried to make a piece because you knew David's up next, right?
That's fair. Well, I got compelled, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey, I got another pay point then.
Yeah. Do I happen to recognize any of these people from when I saw them through my scope?
I don't
Just out of
think so.
curiosity.
No.
Okay. Okay. I mean, so this is the building here, right?
No. Caleb is in a tent in that area, but it's like the zone isn't a building. They're outside,
Because
but Caleb's inside of a tent.
Adam was in the building, right? Or did he go out of the?
No, Adam never. So Adam was never in a building. He went to like the center of the camp, basically.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to do it. I don't know why I thought that. Okay. Well, cool. That means there's no walls in the way.
Yes.
So these guys are mooks, right? Because they don't have a color. These guys are special.
Yes. Yeah. The red one is the hunter. Blue one is the scavenger. Green one is the lumberjack.
Shouldn't the lumberjack be here since he has an axe in
Adam's
backpack?
No, he ran away. Narratively, he saw that there was like a fire near his tent, and he ran away saying, "Dina."
Gotcha.
Okay. I guess I'll just try and free up the others. So I'll shoot at the mooks here. Actually, no, it's not. It's not how my character works. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to metagame about it. So here we go. 2 here because I'm using the gun. So yeah, I'll start taking sniper rifle shots at Adam's shoulder.
So
7.
So obviously you're attacking the mooks because they attacked. Like what is your reasoning here? Because I might compel you, David, to not shoot at them because line and chains, because they haven't fired at any of you guys yet.
Didn't they come at Adam? Was that wrong?
The guy, the lumberjack guy, swung at Adam with his axe,
and then he disengaged.
Yes, and
okay.
Adam shot a barrel, which made an explosion.
Right.
But none of these guys have shot at any of you guys yet. Like nobody has done anything to you guys yet. Adam was provoking the lumberjack guy and got attacked by him, but he disengaged. So I think I want to give you a fate point and compel you, and you can obviously reject it. But I think a line and chains qualifies here.
That works for me. What do you want to compel me to do?
Not fire, not attack them.
Can I delay my turn until there's combat, and can I wait until to shoot until I see somebody actually fighting properly, or do you want to just not shoot at all?
I feel like you maybe create an advantage, or if anything.
Yeah, you might be able to create an advantage or something like that, but I don't think you engage them in combat. I don't think it's fine. Wait my turn thing, because I think it's a hesitation thing. It's not like a planned thing. It's like I don't know what to do.
Yeah, can I use the shoot roll instead as a taking aim on the people here? So that if they do something, I can shoot at them. Okay.
I don't think it's a reactionary thing. I think it's because I think you're hesitating. You're not sure what to do.
Right. Well, some ideas I pulled an aim on a guy to shoot him, and now I'm just holding it instead of pulling the trigger because I'm hesitating. Right. But I've still
okay. All right, that makes sense.
That was my idea. Okay. Cool. Then I'll just put what was the difficulty. Because if it's created advantage, then you have to give me a difficulty.
And the aim, and your goal is just to prepare a shot, basically?
Yeah, basically I'm just going to add more invokes to the sitting in a tree thing is the idea.
Sure, okay.
If that works.
Yeah, I think that's probably a 4 with the chaos.
Okay.
Ensuing. So you still succeed with style with a 7. So
right.
Yeah.
Although it's actually only a 5 because I'm not attacking with the rifle anymore. I'm creating an advantage. So I actually.
Oh, sure, yeah. Okay, so you just succeed, which means you still get another free invoke on it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
You're welcome. So then it is the hunter's turn.
This lumberjack doesn't come and try and cut down my tree, I'm going to be disappointed.
He has a +8 in lumberjacking.
He just
He cuts
plunges
it down in one swing.
He swings his axe and all the trees in the quadrant just fall over at once.
Oh, you know he has a stunt about chopping down trees.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely. So the hunter, I think, is definitely going to take a shot at Adam. Because he just like attacked his people. So I think we're gonna roll just normal shoot roll here, +4. Or a 4 roll, I mean. And so Adam, you can roll athletics, I think, right, in defense?
Okay. Probably is bad. This is where I die.
Well, this might be where you take a consequence for sure. Are you out of fate points now, Adam?
No, I have 1. I had ever used
you have
the
1
last.
still.
I was saving it.
You can
Okay,
always
so
spend a fate point to not die when you're killed, by the way. So
yes,
hold on to that. And you can
so
also
you
at any time.
So you could spend that fate point right now to not take any damage, or you could take 1 shift of damage. But either way, you'd have to take, or not either way. Even if you take just 1 shift of damage, though, you have to fill in a consequence, which means you'd have to fill in the mild consequence, even though it's just a 1 shift.
When does the mild consequence go away?
I think at the end of the session.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the mild. I don't think I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna save it. I'll take the mild.
So I think what we'll say here is probably sprained ankle, where like you see the guy shooting at you, and like you try to like dive out of the way or something like that, and you hurt your ankle in the process. Because I don't think a mild consequence is shot. So you get hurt dodging the bullet, basically.
Okay.
And then this hunter is going to get a free invoke on that consequence. And so I'll say, I'll put that. No,
You might want to put the red ones on our character post-it thing so you don't forget who's relates to whose. I already forgot.
Yeah.
Because I think the 2 you have there.
Oh, the 10 to bad attention. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and the other one specifically for.
No, I remember which one who it was for, but
I don't.
I could still probably use those to target other people, possibly.
It just depends on
depending
the
on depending on the situation.
I thought the rules were they were specifically for that one person, but okay.
No, they failed those roles, but it's not necessarily.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah, that's how it works. Okay, so I put the sprained ankle on Adam's sticky note there.
I think specifically when you inflict a consequence, only you get to invoke it, if that's what you're talking about.
Yes, for the consequence, yes.
Right.
The only hunter will be able to invoke it against Adam.
Right. Okay.
But we were talking about the center of bad attention and intent of bad attention. Okay, so then it is the scavenger's turn, or should we go with Jared? Because the scavenger is next in the line, so we'll just go scavenger. So I think this guy is going to trade an advantage here, and he's going to put together his grenade that he's been working on. And that's how we do that. Yeah, I didn't set a difficulty for myself before I decided that he was creating a grenade, and I think it's a
3. Maybe it makes sense.
Yeah, I think it would be a 3, and I feel like I'm cheating now. But if you're agreeing, it's probably a 3.
Yeah.
So we'll do not a dud is the name of this aspect here. Scroll back to put some salt in Jared's wound of the grenade dud that we talked about last session.
I'll never forget.
And then it is Jared's turn.
All right. So they're attacking Adam for real now.
The hunter shot at him, yes.
And that's the red one?
Yes.
All right, well, I am going to pounce from the bushes, and Granola is going to just lunge for his throat. No. I burst forth, and then I yell...
Jared, I want to compel you, though. I want to compel you...
By the way, I changed my trouble. There wasn't a good time to bring that up. But
oh, okay. What was it? What is it now?
It's basically the same. It's just the big three shall perish, and you know what the big three are. Not stream-friendly words. I guess sex crime, child crime. And
gotcha. Okay.
The big three shall perish.
Okay, sure. I think I want to compel, not your trouble, though. I think I want to compel, I will protect the innocent from the scum of this world. I don't think you're too clear on the situation here. It kind of seems like Adam is in the wrong. That he stole some stuff from this guy and then just blew up a tent in their camp. So I'm going to give you a compel with I'll protect the innocent from the scum of this world. And I think you're going to try to protect these guys because I think to you it doesn't look like Adam's in the right here. And you don't have any fate points, so you can't reject this compel. As long as that seems in line with your character.
What you're saying is I'm going to kill Adam.
Not that you're going to kill Adam, but that you're going to be on the opposite side of this fight.
Well,
at least for now.
Okay. I'm pretty sure the fighting Adam, Caleb, and David would be like, because they're all, well, at least Caleb is innocent.
No, not fighting them. Okay. Right, you're on the opposite side of this battle. You defend, right? Like that's your thing. You're not gonna just go attack your friends, but you're gonna be like, no, like, and be blocking in defense against their shots against these people.
Okay, so I am just going to come in and just go right here. That's fine, in between everyone.
Sure.
And I'm gonna roll a provoke. And I'm just going to
giant line across your face.
Yeah.
I'm just going to yell, we are all going to stop this, or I'll kill all of you. And then Granola howls very loud. You go, howl! Except, much more violent and radioactive.
a more radioactive howl.
I'm not sure how you howl radioactively, but
somebody next to him with cancer.
That's yeah.
And I notably tell
before this.
Godzilla's howl is
fair.
Got the radiation glass thing. It's like.
But before we get this scene, though, Jared, I want to have a little bit of a conversation between you and Lynn and Helen and Gabby in the corner. Like what is said? Because I think Helen is probably like, what are we doing? Did they take Liz? What's going on?
I have no idea. They didn't really say anything when we got here. They kind of just said, "Okay, take your positions," and then Caleb left.
Couldn't he ask Gabby because she was there?
Oh yeah. So Jared, are you like Gabby? Like what happened here, don't you? Like, what did Adam do?
Well, I was here for what Adam did, so how does he know these guys?
I think this is probably like adding to the compel here for the compel for your aspect is Gabby's like he definitely stole from these guys. These guys were I don't know, kind of nice to us. Not nice, but they didn't give us any trouble, and Adam stole something and we fled.
I just sigh and go, Gabby, you stay here.
Wait! You get to determine what actually happened. Okay, maybe she doesn't know. She doesn't. I
think that's kind of what you said earlier. Is like you stole their wedding ring, stole his wedding ring, right?
Yeah, he did. He did steal it, but the guy who stole or he stole it from stole his favorite car.
Oh, that's what. Okay, so
Like, he was like, I'm gonna steal something back, but then he but it was like he found this car and fixed it up. He like left it somewhere because he like went to do something and it was gone, and he tracked it down and it was there, and he's like, well, I'm gonna, and it was like crashed, and they were just like messing around.
Okay,
so steal something from you.
Keep in mind, Connor.
Sure. So
I was gonna say,
so he was like, what am I gonna steal? And then he stole that. But maybe Gabby doesn't know that.
Keep in mind that, I mean, technically that sounds like a statement that that one of you should spend a fate point to like, you should.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Right. You should either like Connor, if that's like not what you think happened, like this would be the point where you would compel Adam according to an aspect and say, I don't think that's actually what happened.
I think I will compel Adam. I'll compel your I want what I don't have.
Right.
I think what really happened is you wanted his wedding, the woman's wedding ring, and you stole it. Well, you can deny that. You can spend your fate point and say, no, that's not what happened.
It could also be like, you can make like an event compel where they just found the crashed car and were like, oh, I'm gonna mess with it, and you found them messing with it and assumed they also stole and crashed it, and then it's not like the problem then isn't that you were being greedy and just looking for a way to justify it. It's just that you didn't actually bother to look into what happened at all, and then you just looked for revenge, because I feel like if all you said was you saw them messing with your crashed car and then stole something from them, so it sounds to me like you didn't actually look into it, which is fine. And I think,
I'm sure he
tracks.
Did. He didn't he just kind of like was like, oh, it's probably them.
He's like, oh, fine, yeah.
I don't think he like did some like investigation. Was like, oh, based on who to. No, he didn't do that.
So maybe instead of being like, oh, based on your character, you were just being like a crappy person. Instead, it's like an event compel where what happened was they didn't.
Okay, I'm gonna
thought they did. Is that cool, Connor? Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I think it still means that Gabby's like observance of the situation is that
he's in the wrong.
Yeah, that you're in the wrong. If you're okay with that, Adam, but she's obviously your extra, so I don't want to like take over her as an NPC. So it's up to you then.
I want to say I think I want to use a fate point. They stole his car. He stole the car back and the ring.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Nice.
So you set to spend your fate point though.
Yeah.
Which means you're out of fate points. All right. Just a heads up.
You're welcome, Connor.
Also, real quick, in regards to fate points, I think I still need one from when you compel me not to shoot.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think so too. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, that's fine.
So is my compel null and void then?
Yes, you did. What's that, Jared?
Is my compel null and void then?
That's the question.
I mean, she can still be under the impression that he's in the wrong.
Well, I think it's up to Adam, though. What does Gabby say? Like, happened in the situation?
I think she sighs and is like, they stole his car and he stole it back and wanted to take it further. Like, basically, he took it too far. But like,
sure.
It wasn't like all him. It was just like he probably he got in the wrong and basically caused more problem and made him more in danger by stealing it from them.
Sure, yeah. So I guess the compel is here, Jared, is like these guys didn't do anything that's worthy of death, and Adam just attacked them and killed a couple of their people, and so like this is kind of murky territory for you. And so it's not like you're joining the fight on the other side, but you want to stop the fight.
What does Helen think?
That's a good question. I'm
like, what do you think, Helen? This is kind of murky. I'm usually not in this gray area.
Yeah. I think actually I made some aspects for her. So
are we dropping out of initiative order here then?
No, this is Jared's turn.
Okay.
But this is before, like, while these things are happening, I want a little bit of a conversation of like, what is Jared like? What were they talking about as this was like transpiring? I think. I think I'm gonna have Helen say I'm gonna use her. There are two aspects here that fit perfectly for either side, but I think I'm gonna go with optimist on the train tracks. I'm gonna say that she wants to see the best in these people, and so she says, "I think we should probably figure out what's going on first." And I think you can tell, Jared, it's kind of naive that she's saying that, right? Because Optimus on the train tracks. Like, she's not really saying, like, well, this happened and that happened. I think she's just kind of like, well, we should probably think the best of them. And she's kind of like, she's not considering the fact that Liz might be in the camp, which she isn't, from what Caleb knows, but you don't know that, and she doesn't know that. With that, do you want to argue that Jared would not have that compel? Or do you still think it's viable?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. All right. I'll still give you that compel, and I'll give you that fate point.
I need that fate point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll just jump into the middle and basically say what I said before.
Sure. Okay. So go ahead and roll provoke then. Now we're back. Back to present time.
Difficulty.
What's your goal?
To get everyone to stand down, and I'm like, Adam, stay down. I'm like
already like injured, so I'm on the ground not doing it.
Yeah, I think this is a 4 because blood has been shed, right?
Granola puts one of his paws on Adam to keep him down. Does that make it a 3?
No, that would be, you can spend a fate point to get a +2 bonus on this, right? Okay. But I don't think you can just like, you're making up a narrative detail with your extra. Okay. So okay, yeah. So what does this look like then? So it doesn't have to be mechanical effect, but you can say that Granola goes over and like stands over Adam and like is like stand down kind of a thing. As a narrative effect, doesn't have any mechanical effect, but you can say that if you want to. But tell me how this looks then. You succeed. You stop the combat.
Yeah, I pounce out of like through the weeping willow branches, and I land like right in between everyone, and Granola howls really loud and like, yeah, you're all going to stop this crap. Adam, you're going to stay down. And if anyone continues this, I am going to murder every single one of you here. Except you, Caleb. You're pretty cool. But
thanks, buddy.
Can I roll for rapport to pet the dog? I don't want to move the dog. I just want him to be like really distracted and just kind of like, oh,
please do this.
Yeah. So roll rapport to pet this dog, and
like he's not the difficulty. Like, dog, like he just wants to pet it, so he's just like, oh, good boy.
No, Jared, I'll set the difficulty. I think the difficulty is a 5.
A 5. What?
Yeah, you're trying to pet a radioactive dog that its owner just told him to stand over you and keep you down.
I don't do it.
And you don't have any fate points, so no. Yeah, you do not do this.
4 is not good.
Jared, I think we'll be nice to Adam and say that Granola just like
sits on him.
Right? Yeah, like there's a narrative here where like you don't take damage, Adam, but he like sits on you.
Should I be mean and say he just like he lifts up his leg?
No. Well, he could lift up his leg in like a threatening motion, like if you move, I'll pee on you. But I don't know if he's that well trained.
He sits on you.
Okay, yeah. But that's not like a mechanical thing, Adam. It's just a narrative thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a really funny scene, though. All right, so Jared, tell me how this all goes down, though. So everybody just like puts their guns down, or because you succeeded here.
Yeah, everyone's just like, yeah, we don't want to fight a heavily armored man riding a giant wolf.
So I feel like the situation is like, okay, you guys put your guns down, and you guys put your guns down. I think everybody just kind of lays their guns down, right? Mm-hmm. Like everybody puts their stuff down. I think the lumberjack guy is still like, and some of the mooks over here are like trying to put out the fire of the tent and like make sure everybody's like safe and okay. So does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So with that, I think do you guys want to try to help put out the fire? Like what does this look like from here? Do you guys start a conversation?
I would definitely ask about Liz, like right away.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Probably come down from the tree.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's say lumberjack guy is busy. So let's say hunter guy, right, steps in and he's like, "Hey, like, what are you guys doing here?"
We were looking for a girl. Listen, I went through your entire camp. Is there a small African American girl here at all? Do you know of anyone? I don't want to accuse you of anything, but she was kidnapped from our camp and I tracked her here.
I think the hunter looks over at the scavenger and they both give each other like the uh-oh look.
I'm
and they look back to you.
What was that? What was that?
Yeah. He's like, well, we've had some run-ins ourselves with some kidnappers. We managed to fend them off, but I don't know if you guys were camped out in the open or something, and they must have noticed you guys.
Okay, listen. The issue here is that I tracked them to your camp. Are you missing anyone?
I think they probably all go uh-oh and like do a head count. But the hunter stays talking with you, and he's like, well, we think the kidnappers' camp is actually pretty close to ours. So it might be true that they just passed through here.
Sorry, guys, wrong camp. I was like, oops.
Adam, do you say that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay. I think the hunter glares at you, Adam, but it's just like, and like sighs, put his hand to his forehead and is like, listen, we can point you the way, but you guys got to leave. And you guys got to leave now.
Caleb, empathy?
I don't know why you want me to roll empathy here.
To tell if they're lying? And they actually do have the child there, and this isn't just a complete lie.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess that's probably a thing I should do. Is that makes sense, Connor?
Yeah.
David and I cannot do that.
Difficulty 2.
Okay.
Oh, man. Adam and I both have -1 in empathy.
There you go. Boom. 2.
Okay, yeah. So, they're not lying to you.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah. So do you guys just say like we'll leave then, or?
They say they tell us what the other camp was.
Yeah, they're like, we'll point you in the right direction of where we think the camp is, and you guys leave, kind of a thing.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I can't think of anything else you would do.
So I think you guys like they point you in the right direction, right? And you guys turn to leave, but I think Adam tries to follow you guys, and they're like, whoa. He can't leave.
I roll my eyes. Like, I'm faced away from this and they don't see it, but I just, like, roll my eyes and it's like,
yeah.
Oh, boy.
He did just murder 3 people who were innocent.
Hey, he hit me with an axe.
So Caleb, go ahead and do you want to make a rapport roll here and just be like you guys fought him, he fought you, like.
Yeah, to be fair, he didn't attack anybody first, as far as I know.
Right.
Unless I missed how that went.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I just like sigh and I'm just like, all right, listen up. No one was at fault here, all right? There's some bad feelings, I get it, but you're not taking our companion, all right? We are going to leave and you're never going to see us again. That is what's going to happen here. That did not sound like a rapport.
Yeah. Is that a provoke? Or do you want to rephrase what you were saying?
No, but this is the thing. I have large ham. I have a stunt for
good
this.
Point. Yeah. But is that
I'm intimidating
them? Being a large ham?
You may use rapport in place of provoke to intimidate someone.
Okay, yeah,
There
okay,
you go.
that makes sense.
Boom.
I'll add 1 to that.
What do you say?
Grunilla just growls very loud.
What's difficulty, Connor?
I think the difficulty is probably a 4.
Boom. 5.
Okay, all
That's
right.
right.
So
It's my day. It's my day.
that is, yep. So yeah, they kind of are like, all right, hey, like, yeah, like there was some bad blood between us. Maybe lumberjack guy shouldn't have tried to axe him, and Adam shouldn't have shot the barrel, but we'll just let it go because we don't want to start a fight here. Like less bloodshed. And I
Perfect.
think the lumberjack guy and some of the mooks are like, hey, like none of our people are dead. Like, I think they'll survive. And like they have like their medic looking like looking at the people and they're like, we think they'll make it. So
Yeah.
we don't need capital punishment here.
Yeah, and I look to Adam and I'm just like, I'm not so sure about him, but we'll see.
Okay, yeah. So you get pointed in the right direction, and I think that's where we'll take our break.
Hey, hold on. Caleb.
Yeah.
If I tried to steal something, what would the difficulty be from the hunter?
Are you kidding me?
I just want to know. Just tell me what the difficulty would be.
Well, it depends on what
If you
you're
ask
stealing,
the difficulty, you have to do it, correct?
Well, that's Burning Wheel.
Burning Wheel.
Okay.
Like a golden stopwatch.
And on like who, or just like from a tent, or like is it on a person?
It's like on the person of
Like on the lumberjack?
yes. No,
Okay,
not on the lumberjack, on the hunter.
I think it'd be a 4 to take something off somebody's wrists.
Wait, it was not. No,
Just
not like a wristwatch, like a stopwatch. Like it was someone's like hanging from his pocket.
Oh, I'll give you a 3 for that.
Just know if you fail this, Jared will leave you.
Yeah, we're all just gonna be like, all right, see you, Adam. It's fun while it lasted.
You're not going to do it?
No.
I don't know.
I think what he was going to do is he like, as they like, are they walking away now?
Who's walking away?
All of us. Are we all walking away from them now?
Yeah.
I think he just kind of like turns around, like he basically had the ring still on him and he was pretending, and he kind of like throws it at him. He just kind of like takes it out. He's like, and he like gives it back to him.
Okay, sure. So like no hard feelings, like we're all good.
Yeah, because I guess he just doesn't want people to like, I don't know, try to gain some ground or something like that. He just kind of gives it back to him.
Yeah, sure. I could compel you here.
Now he doesn't care for it anymore. Like
I could compel you here to steal that stopwatch, but I think we'll leave it
For all of our
What's your
sakes.
burglary?
Yeah, I think
what I was going to have him do is I was going to have him like throw the ring, and then he's going to be like, wow, maybe he changed his mind, and all of a sudden he dangles the watch. He's like, or he just kind of he's like gives it away, and he kind of like turns around, and he kind of like looks down, he's like holding the watch or something.
You could do that if you want, but I think
I don't have any more fate points.
Yeah, why don't we just leave it?
Thank you.
All right, we'll take our break, and we'll be back like 15 minutes,
Cool.
and we'll find out what happens when we don't kill a whole camp of people.
For the first time. No, that's actually the second time.
Well, yeah, but you've
got a
never
good
been in
streak
combat
going.
with a whole camp of people and then not killed them all.
I mean, we were kind of in a combat with Helen's group, kind of.
Yeah, we never put in the turn order, but okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back.
We should add them to the bus.